Alright, welcome back everyone. This is Priest Brothers Lines, and I have a special treat today. So I pre-ordered something many months ago, and finally it has arrived in this massive 32-pound box. And if you know what I'm into, what rail line I like, you can probably guess what's in this huge box. And that, of course, is that. Oh yeah, we're going to be looking at that today. So let's open it up. Alright, so we got the plastic off. Let's go ahead and lift this up. Ooh, very, very nice. So, looks like we've got Vision Line steel-sided refrigerator car, Vision Line stock car. There's two other cars, one's right here, and there's a Caboose in there somewhere. They're probably under here actually. And then the GS-4 right there. So let's go ahead and do this. So here is the Vision Line stock car. Taped. Always good to have a knife around. Alright. Oh, that's heavy. Wow, that is a heavy car. So it has internal sounds in it, so the door opens and closes, but there's just like a black blocker here because there's nothing to see inside. It's just a bunch of electronics, and it's very heavy. I'd say it's maybe 2 or 3 pounds. Alright, let's do the next one. Next is the Vision Line steel-sided Reefer, or refrigerated car. So I actually have a bunch of these. They're actually my brother's over there. So I have actually right here. So mine are the orange ones, and my brother, his are the silver ones. So he left those here. So now we'll have a sound car to go with it. So let's open this up. I've never had a Vision Line car, a legacy car, anything like that, so I don't know how to program these, so I'll have to read the manual on that. How sad. Alright, where's that knife? Oh, that one's taped down. Okay. Yeah. Again, another very heavy car. So these are both the Vision Line. Uh-oh. Look at that. Oh, okay. Unfortunate, but I hope that can be fixed. Well, this actually gives us an opportunity. You can see inside there a little bit. There's just electronics. So maybe it's not meant to open up, but that's kind of upsetting. I hope that's just an easy snap-in fix. So a little update here. Unfortunately, this door is actually broken off. I'm looking at it and I can see little broken pieces here, and in the box too, little clips. So that is rather upsetting. I don't see how that would have happened in shipping, breaking those pieces off. So that's rather upsetting considering how much I paid for this set. So not very nice. Fortunately, these are not doors that'll be opened at all really. So I'll just end up super gluing it closed. And not too big of a deal, but yeah, that's not very nice, just considering the price. Yeah, we'll see how that works, but I will just glue those hinges there and be done with it. Alright, next is this SP Overnight car. So this is not a Vision Line car, but it does have freight sounds while in motion, so that's really nice. So all 4 of these, I believe, have sounds. So I'll disperse these throughout a consist so that the sound is somewhat more uniform. I don't think these have to be programmed. Again, I've never had to program any cars before, so that's all new to me. So we'll see. Yeah, I've always wanted one of these overnights. What do we got here? Looks like mounting screws to make it 2-rail, perhaps? If you wanted to put a scale coupler on there. Alright, no broken parts. What's that? Maybe I spoke too soon. I think it's just flash. Alright, so again, doors do open to reveal electronics in there. There's a speaker. There's holes in the bottom here, you can see where the speaker is. And they run program switch. And I don't even see what those switches aren't even labeled. Hopefully the instructions say something. Alright. And finally, one of the SP Black overnights. So you got the silver one over there, and then the black one here. I've always seen these in HO, but rarely in O scale. So I'm very happy to get one of these in O scale. So again, this is a sounds car. It's not a Vision Line car, but it does have sounds. Oh yeah, gosh, I love the weight of these cars. And again, it comes with, I'm assuming these are to mount 2-rail scale couplers. That's what they look like anyway. Alright, so by taking a quick look at the manual for the Freight Sounds cars, the switches are already default to, this one is on-off, so left is on, right is off. Then over here, left is max sound, right is min sound, so it's already on like full volume. And there's also the manual volume there too, which already starts out at maximum. You can turn it clockwise to turn the volume up, or turn it counterclockwise to turn the volume down. So, let's put this on the track, get power on, and see what happens. Again, I've never had one of these before. So, power on. Alright, I see power to the track, but nothing's happening. We're definitely getting track power. Well, I'm not sure what's going on there. Alright, well I popped the other one on the other sounds car, and it works fine. I just put it directly on the layout and just move it. which is great, but it's very concerning why the other one doesn't work. It's very upsetting. It's another thing that's not turned out right in this set so far. Well, I'm sad to say that I could not figure out what's going on with this car. The other one works fine, but this one there's something wrong. So that's the second problem with this set. A pretty major one. Like the other one, the door, that's not that big of a deal, but the sounds don't work on the sound car. That's not good. And I don't see any immediate problems on the back here. I don't see any loose wires. That's just a ground wire there, I believe, that goes to the copper there. It's soldered. So I might have to send this car back, which is never a fun process. That's a disappointment. Well, let's look at the other cars. Alright, so I put the Reefer on, which is a Vision Line engine, and now I'm going to program it, so it's on program. So I'll call it 39. So engine 39 set. Okay. Alright, so we got this in Legacy now. So it's got all the different buttons on there. And by the way, I'm just reading the directions, which is really smart to do. So you got your sound control here, up and down, so more sound, less sound. That hasn't done anything, so I'm not sure what that is. Again, I haven't read all the directions yet. Loading.
Okay, guys, let's load those perishables. Watch those boxes. Keep them straight. Okay, close it up. Let's go. All right.
And then unloading.
Empty this car first, guys. Stacked over there, buddy. Okay. Another on-time delivery.
So in reading the directions a little bit, this Reefer has 3 different steps for icing and produce. So the first step should be putting ice in the hatches.
Fill up those ice buckets, boys. Get some crushed ice on those hatches. All right, close the hatches. This load is finished.
And then you need to move it as if it's going to pick up the produce. And then the button.
All right, let's refill those ice buckets. Keep that ice coming. All right, close the hatches. This load is finished.
So I guess he just got more ice there. Try moving it again. Let's see what happens this time.
All right, let's refill those ice buckets. Check those waybills. All right, close the hatches. This load is finished.
All right, now let's unload.
Empty this car first, guys. Make sure that Reefer is empty before you close it up. All right. That's how we do it. Fresh produce all year round.
Alright, so now it's unloaded, so it moves. And now it'll load up ice. Isn't that just a terrible sound?
Fill up those ice buckets, boys. Watch your feet, that ice is heavy. Alright, we're good. Next stop, produce.
Alright, so it moves. Get produce.
Let's load those perishables. Stack them up, one more layer. Okay, guys, load it up. This load is finished.
Alright, and then at this point, when it moves, if you hit the load again, it'll just load more ice until you unload. So then we unload.
Empty this car first, guys. Stack those over there, buddy. Watch those boxes. Keep them straight. You're on. All right, another on-time delivery.
Cool. Alright, so now we have the stock car. So I'm going to assign it number 50. So it's in program. So engine 5, 0, set. Oh, that's fun. Alright, so here we got the stock car, all programmed. And so the whistle, or the horn, is of course the moo. A little too loud, I'm going to turn that volume down a little bit. That's hilarious. Does the bell do anything? No. Okay, so we got loading.
Listen up, we gotta get these heifers on that car now. Switch those gates, they're getting even more confused. Alright, that's great. You really steered them in.
Ooh. And let's do loading again.
Okay, let's get this cattle loaded up. Careful there, watch those gates. Alright, that's great. You really steered them in.
Alright, and then unloading.
Okay guys, let's move. Make sure you spray off those ramps too. That's how it's done.
So it doesn't look like there's any specific, it's not as the sequencing as like the icing car was, it's just load and unload. And let's not forget the caboose. So this is a cupola cam, so I need to read the directions on that. I'm hoping I can hook it up to my TV that I have in my garage. I don't know, I'm going to have to read through that and see how it all works. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Alright, well, unfortunately I'm not going to be able to run this camera because nothing that I have can link to it. None of the smart TVs can link to it apparently. I've looked in the Google Play stores what the directions say to do. Can't find the apps in their Google Play stores. I can't find that app on my tablet, and I don't have a smartphone, so I can't look there. So I guess I'll have to borrow someone else's smartphone whenever someone comes over and see how that works. That's a real bummer. But let's get the engine out. Alright, well, let's unleash this beast. I'm really happy that it comes with this type of lift-off lid rather than the typical box and flaps and all that. Little directions. Like how it says right there, vision line. Oh yeah. Looky there. Alright, well, let's get this on the layout. Alright, so there it is. I haven't connected it yet, but I just wanted to point out... Oh, no, we're good. First thing I wanted to point out was the nice new system right here. Look at that. All the controls right there. That is beautiful. And look at you guys. You got cylinder steam effect, whistle steam effect, the main smoke, Bluetooth, and your run program. Just fantastic. I'm so happy that Lionel's doing this more so where the controls are on the top, so you don't have to flip over everything. Very, very nice. Very nice. Alright, so we got that GS-4 all on the layout now. So let's go ahead and start it up. So engine 57. Pull it right onto the main line. That steam effect is fantastic. minutes now, and I've noticed a few things. One is that I think Lionel actually kind of overloaded the engine here. Maybe the engine was upside down in the box, I don't know. But there was like smoke fluid, but literally bubbling out of the smokestack here, and there was a lot of smoke fluid kind of spilling everywhere. So I'm trying to run that now, because I could literally see smoke fluid bubbling out of there. The other thing was I noticed that the drawbar there on the engine was actually kind of pointed up, and so it was not getting a good connection there. The infrared connection was not happening. So for a while there, the sounds in the tender was not working. And so all I did was just kind of pull a needle-nose pliers and just kind of bent it down. And it's just some metal and wires in there. It's not going to hurt anything. So I just bent it down a little bit. Now it's got a much better connection. And so what I'm hearing now, which is really cool, is that, like I said, there's a speaker in the engine and in the tender. So when you blow the whistle, you get a stereo effect to where the main effect isn't coming from the engine, but you get kind of an echoey kind of sound from the tender. It's pretty neat. I don't know how easy it is to hear in the camera. I've heard of this feature before. It's the first time I've ever witnessed it, so I'm really happy about that. Very nice. Alright, so now I can actually do the tender sounds. So let me go ahead and do that.
SP-4457 to the tower. Ready to make our pull. Can we get permission to occupy the main? Over.
Things are taking a little longer than usual. Sit tight until I can get the line cleared. Out.
I'm really happy they went back to having engine number specific dialogue, because for a while there it was no, it didn't say what the engine was, the number or anything, which may or may not be prototypical, but I kind of like it where it says like, hey, this is the engine, this is the line. I'm very happy with that they're saying that they have road specific dialogue again.
SP-4457 to the tower. Ready to make our pull. Can we get permission to occupy the main? Over.
You are clear to proceed. Out.
Yard office, this is SP-4457. Are we clear through the next block? Over.
Clear to the next block at track speed. Out.
watching this. It's probably ended up being a very long video, but overall, very happy about this. Beautiful engine. One car, the sounds don't work, and that drop bar issue. Other than that, everything is working out great. So, thank you all for watching Priest Brothers Lines. Have a great day.